Alrighty, PG-13. Now we're going to do some more videos on Delta17, and we're going to talk about the figures a little more in depth. And well, you know, all these other big channels that got a donation of like all 12 and an extra 12, so 24 figures each from Steve. That was just super awesome of them. But they only seem to talk about the figures like once, maybe twice. They might mention them again, but you don't know, like. But from what I've seen, you know, most of these big channels don't really talk as much about it. And well, that's a shame, because these figures are just made super fantastic. And yes, we talk about the positives and the negatives, and I've already showed you all the G.I.Joe vehicles that they do fit in, and the ones that they don't. And we're going to look at Thunder Battalion. This is a Russian Spetsnaz commando, and he's got a cool waist pack, similar to the Cobra Snow Serpent, but way better. The Snow Serpent just has like the strap that goes around. So now he did come with two visors. One's a see-through, and most people just go for the red because it just looks better. And you know, he did say because of the packaging they put the waistband like this, but it actually looks better because then, you know, it doesn't interfere if you want to put on a different backpack. Now I don't know if G.I.Joe backpacks would actually fit these figures, but you know, we will see. But again, I don't know. Oh wow, so they actually kind of do fit. And they're not even loose. So another thing we learned today, they do fit the old school G.I. Joe backpacks, which is fantastic. And his backpack hole is still tight. So now we did come with what looks like an AK-47. That looks just, the detail is great on all these weapons as well, and the detail on all the figures is just immaculate. Great paint apps. You know, any problems with any figures and Steve will fix right away, so you don't really have to worry. And well, now Steve, thank you again for the donation. And you know, we do love talking about these great figures, and it's just it's a shame you sent like 24 figures to these big channels. They don't really talk about it too much. They might talk about it once and that's it. But anyways, we're very appreciative of this donation of 4 figures, and they are army builders. So the Thunder Battalion figure is an army builder, and his backpack does have some great detail. And I like these figures before I even got any free donations, so you know, I love the fact that this is an independent figure line, and you know, Steve poured a lot of money into this, and well as a lot of heart. He basically was, I don't know if you want to say fanatical about the detailing, or what do you call that, more precise or more organized. You get what I'm trying to say. He definitely loved critiquing the figures until they got it right at the factory. And you know, these are awesome. Now obviously the Thunder Battalion is the bad guys, and Death Sparrow, I still think, you know, this is obviously not a Tommy gun, but I still think they should have a Tommy gun, and as well as weapons packs, so you can get more of these extra weapons. But yes, this is an AK-47 with a barrel clip. And no, I don't talk about the exact name of the weapons, even though they're listed on the package, but maybe we'll have to. But anyways, she just had a basic backpack. She should have had like a throwing knife, you know, like, because all these Russians are trained in knife fighting, so they're gonna try to stab you. That's one of the things the Russians are trained at. So all these Russians are trained at. But anyways, I do love this Death Sparrow. She's pretty cool looking. So if you want to make a communist army, and like we've got our custom vehicles there, but There will be some vehicles coming to the line. I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 right away. Another 8 figures, I believe, from what I've heard. The rumor is. But now you might have to get your figures made in the States, because North Korea goes to war, then China's going to war. So they're all working together in tandem. That's why they're causing such a disruption in trade right now. And we have Jaguar, but I prefer to call him Jagger, just because Mick Jagger just sounds cool. But you know, his weapon fits nice in his hand. Also, all of these figures have a swivel wrist, so you can basically, it's almost like a modern design. But now this guy has a cool sniper rifle. Oh, we're dropping the weapons already. Oh, we lost some weapons in the room. we lost one of his swords. Oh, there it is. Okay. So he's got a cool sniper rifle, so he is an assassin. Similar to my favorite figure of all time, Firefly. Yeah. I'm just going to pick that up here. And he's got these cool batons that are actually assassin weapons. So you could take him. Also, people army build this guy, and they use him with Firefly, and it just looks fantastic. I've seen some cool pictures. And just look at the camouflage pattern. It's actually kind of neat. Now, another awesome camouflage pattern is also the urban camouflage, as well as just regular camouflage. But I do love the gray, the black, and the red. It just makes for great details. Now remember what I showed you about even your G.I. Joe figures' hands. Maybe I put this back on backwards. Technical difficulties here. So, anyways, these do fit in here pretty easy. There we go. So anyways, he is great detail. Now, you can army build them just like Onami, and these figures are awesome. And we showed you in the last video that the B.A.T.S weapons do fit. Now, there is a way to take off the cape, I believe, and this whole piece does come off somehow. But I don't know. Also, these knives, the swords do click in, so then they're not loose. I believe one of my videos I didn't point that out. But the cape comes off. There's supposed to be like a few pieces. The mask doesn't come off, but this is supposed to come off somehow. Oh, it comes off pretty easily, so there's 2 holes there. There you go. So you can remove the cape if you don't want the cape on. And there we have it. Oh, anyways, we'll put that back on later. So that's what he looks like with no cape. Dragon. And he does have some cool swords. Now, you can tell the swords are not too bad. I mean, they will fit in certain figures' hands. They might fit in. Also, Punk with Toys was showing that some of these weapons do fit in your G.I. Joe figures' hands. And I'm going to say for a fact that they'll probably fit into all the commemorative figure hands, because you can put your oversized Hasbro weapons in there. But the leader looks fantastic, even without the cape. But I am liking the cape, so I'm going to try to put that on after. Too many parts here. So these are generally the bad guys. There was it 5 made here? Or 4? Yeah, there's 5 bad guys so far for the line. So in the next video we will talk more about the good guys. But the Shadow Dragons. War in the shadows. Anyways, these are awesome. He's got a lot of like cool padding. It's almost reminiscent of, what would you call that? Those Japanese warriors. The samurais. They've got that samurai padding. Not too shabby at all. Looks kind of cool. Just great detail. And you can obviously fit a backpack. So you can put this armor back on without the cape if you like. I'm not sure if I had another piece for him. I might have, because I think there's a, oh well, no I don't, no, that's just it. So you can put the cape back on, and he doesn't have a removable mask. Maybe that'll be in the future. They might show his face in the future. You never know. And he's got a cool weapon. I don't know if that's a laser pistol or what, but definitely it could be one of those, what is it, high and low frequency weapons that the Russian has. They're using it to take down our drones. Well, not my drones. So you can see these figures are not too bad at all. Now this weapon's handle, I would tell Steve to make it a little thinner next time, just because if you, obviously this will stretch the thumb here, but these hands are forgiving. But you know, like for the Joes and stuff, you definitely want to have thinner handles for all your weapons, and then obviously their fingers won't ever get stretched out. But it, you know, I told you the 30-second rule. You can dip their hands in boiling hot water, and then you cool them off in cold water, and that always fixes the hand problem with any figures. These figures have obviously more spongy hands, so they're more durable, and you know, they'll hold thicker weapons. But always make thinner weapons now. For sure, Steve. People want weapons packs, and if you want to take my advice on making sure you can have thinner handles, because like say for example, if you made a weapon like this, I just love this little Uzi. You know, big trouble in Little China. But look how thin her hands are, and you know, you make some thinner handles, so it's easier to fit in the figure's hands, and it's great. But a lot of these weapons already are made really well, and we'll go into that in the next video. So these are the 5 bad guys. We have Shadow Dragon, or I like to just call him Dragon, Onami, Jaguar, Thunder Battalion, and the Death Sparrow. The communists are coming. So anyways, I love these figures. They are made really well. Like, everything's tight. You can see how tight that is. And I showed you some of the vehicles that these figures fit into, so don't forget to watch those videos I've done. And let me know your thoughts and comments down below. And don't forget, you can order these figures today at CobraCollectibles.com, as well as Delta17Toys.com. That's Delta17Toys.com. Again, I was not paid for this. I don't even have monetized videos. And well, I appreciate this awesome donation. And again, Steve asked me to, you know, just forgive, because everyone's friends here. And I said, you know, no problem. I forgive Chad, but Chad still owes me a apology, that's for sure. And Mike is fighting cancer, so please support his store. Thanks for watching, and remember to like, subscribe, share the videos with others, and tell people about Delta17.